Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pedro. I'd like to welcome you to the Alpha Success Network. I trust this message is finding you well. And the video that I'm going to create here today is a conversation on the fact that you are spirit. You are not a human being. And I'm continuing this video from the previous video in which I spoke about how to understand your dreams. I want you to go back to that video. It's a very, very important video. Today, we're going to talk about the fact that you are not a human being, okay? You are a spirit. You're a God. You're a goddess. I'm a god. You're a god, or you're a goddess. You are a spirit that has manifested in this physical realm that we call earth. And in this physical realm that we call earth, you are using your body as a vehicle to get around in this physical realm. So your physical body is just like a car, right? You get into a car from your home and you want to go downtown. You want to go downtown, right? And when you get downtown, what do? You get out of the car and you go into your office, right? So your body is very, very similar. When you're born, you jump into this vehicle that is called the body. Your spirit jumps into this vehicle that is called the body. And this body goes around this adventure called life, and at the end of this adventure called life, the body stays and the spirit moves on. This really tells you that you're a spirit, you're not a human being. So I want to give you another different analogy to really help you understand this concept, right? No matter how old you are right now, you might be 20, you might be 40, you might be 60, you might be 80. I want you to understand that there's one thing that has always been constant. And there's one thing that has been changing, right? The one thing that has been changing is your physical body, right? When you were 10 years old, you had the body of, when you were 5 years old, you had the body of a toddler. When you were 10 years old, you had the body of a child. When you were 15 years old, you had the body of an adolescent. You know, if you're a man, you started developing manly features. If you're a woman, you started developing womanly features. When you're 25, you have the body of a young man. When you're 35, you have the body of a middle-aged man. So what's happening is that the body is growing, the body is changing. And for those that don't take care of their body, that body begins to decay. So that is the one thing that's always changing. However, there's one thing that is always constant, right? I want you to think about this with me. When you were 5 years old, physically 5 years old, there was this thing inside of you, right? We're not going to give it any time right now. There was this thing inside of you that could see, that could hear, that could communicate through the mouth. There was this thing that looks through the eyes into the external world. When you were 15 years old, my dear friends, this thing was still there, right? When you're 25 years old, 30 years old, this thing that looks through your eyes, that hears through your ears, that smells through your nose, that talks through your mouth, it was always there. It's like some sort of presence. It is like the watcher, the observer of the external world. And this thing will be there when you're 40, 50, 60. This thing will be there at the moment of your death, when you take your last breath. It will be there seeing the people that have gathered around you, your deathbed, right? That thing is always constant, and that is what I call your spirit. Now, if you begin to understand what I just shared here with you, you will begin to understand that your body is just a vehicle to get you from point A to point B, and point A is birth and point B is death. Your mind is just a tool that is given to you to solve problems in this physical reality that we call earth. Problems of survival, problems of career, problems of finances, problems of innovation, problems of art. Your mind is a tool that you use to create your reality that will impact you and that will impact society. But your mind is not you, and your body is not you. You are a spirit. The importance of this conversation lies in the fact that When you understand what I'm sharing here with you, you will begin to develop the ability to lose your attachment. Lose your attachment to your body, lose your attachment to your mental and emotional states. And when you begin to lose attachment to your body and all material things, when you begin to lose attachment to your mental and emotional states, then you open up the pathway to achieve ultimate happiness. Ultimate happiness. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I really cannot remember a single time in my life when I was like very unhappy or depressed. Actually, use the word depressed, because I have somehow always known that everything that is happening in my external world is actually going to pass away, but I'm always going to be here in this life and in the next life and in the life after, because I am a spirit, I am a soul, and I understand very clearly that my journey here on planet Earth is to solve my own unique personal lessons that I need to take with me to the next plane, to solve my own unique personal growth and development challenges that my soul needs to continue its journey. And because I'm very clear on the fact that I'm a soul in the process of evolution, I am not attached to my body, I'm not attached to my mind. This is a very important message, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it may be difficult to comprehend in the beginning, but I am just the spark that will plant a seed in your mind that will get you thinking about your deeper reality. And when you begin to think about your deeper reality, you will begin to open up the gateway to unlimited happiness and success and health in every single area of your life. So stay tuned to the Alpha Success Network. In the next video, I'm going to create a video and I'm going to talk about the fear of death, which is a great segue from this conversation that we've been having on the fact that you are a spirit, you're not a human being. So stay tuned. I'm dropping the next video like pronto.